Hello dear students, this is Vivek Power and you are watching video lecture on geography. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss oceanic current. In the last video lecture, we have learned here about tide and the cause of tide, all that phenomenon of tides. Now in hydrography, we have oceanic currents. So first and foremost, we have to deal what is oceanic currents. Okay, so oceanic currents, as you know that in all around the world, we have 7 oceans, and in this ocean, we have current in one part to another part. That means if you go through the definition of this oceanic current, it is the movement of water, vertical and horizontal in a pattern wise. Vertical and horizontal movement of water, one place to another place in an ocean is oceanic current. Okay? Then it is very pertinent question here. Why somewhere in the world there is a warm current, why and somewhere in the world in the ocean is cold current, and somewhere it is also lukewarm water of ocean. This is something we have to know in this topic. So what is the cause of circulation of oceanic water, and what is the method in it? What is the pattern of oceanic current? Look at this picture. As you know that in a very starting chapter of rotation and the revolution of the earth, you know that the maximum reach of sun on the earth is the place what? Equator. So, suppose this is the part of equator and this is sunlight. Look at this phenomenon. After that, we are going to discuss all the things of circular pattern. Okay? So, this is sunlight. From here, sun direct reach of the sun. This part, direct reach of the sun. And from here, this is the slant light of the sun. So in this area we have what? High temperature, low pressure and conventional current. Why conventional current? Why low pressure? Why high temperature? Because of sun reach direct on this surface of the earth on this area. So with this high temperature, oceanic bodies water evaporate. So with this evaporation, the oceanic water definitely warm, and the evaporation, the density of this ocean is high, and due to evaporation, the salinity is also high in this particular area. So this area is what? In a area of equatorial region. Okay? Again, look at this part where is the above part of the Tropic of Cancer and Capricorn, that is frigid zone here, where high pressure and low temperature. So where there is high pressure, there is low temperature. Like that. Okay? When oceanic currents, the impact of this sunlight, due to impact of this sunlight, oceanic current having what? Cold part. So there is less evaporation in comparison to that particular area. So there is low salinity, low density of water. That is the region where, so from here, this part to this part, when evaporation occurs, the part of this like that. This is the part like that. So if this sorts of basin like a structure. Now, this is actually sea, oceanic floor. Okay, so oceanic floor, as you go in a starting of this oceanic floor, and this is the end of this oceanic floor. So like this, and this is the part where from here water of the ocean want to flow here to here, because here is the slope and here is the point where less amount of oceanic water. Okay. So if you know this pattern, just what is the circulation of the wind, circulation pattern of the oceanic current, we are going to discuss. So circulation pattern of this, one more thing is that when suppose this is our earth, okay, and this is equator, 0 degree equator, and here is tropical Cancer, here is tropical Capricorn, and here is pole. So from here, this part, temperature variation you can easily know. But what about winds? Winds follow the pattern of Farrell's law. What is Farrell's law? You know that Farrell's law, wind deflection towards the northern hemisphere, clockwise direction, that means in the right hand side, and in the southern hemisphere, anti-clockwise, that means left hand side. Okay? So deflection of wind, and we name the winds in the name of where it comes from. Suppose any winds comes from west, it is westerly. Any winds comes from east, it is easterly. On the contrary, it is opposite about current, oceanic current. That means oceanic currents not originate from where it comes from. It goes where the name of this current is. You can say like that. Okay. So definitely pushes of winds, prevailing winds, also depends upon the oceanic current's direction. Okay, and you know that vertical and horizontal flow of current, oceanic currents, is like a pattern. Okay, and it is totally depends upon prevailing winds. Now variation in temperature. As you know that in the tropical region, subtropical region, in the frigid region, there is a variation of temperature. So with this variation of temperature, definitely the temperature of the ocean varies from cold to warm. Okay? So this is variation in the sea temperature. Now rotation of the earth. So rotation of the earth, it is, you know that when any spherical body revolves, earth revolves around the sun, it exerted two forces, one is centripetal and another is centrifugal force. So an atmosphere also rotate along with rotation of the earth. Okay? So with this rotation, definitely blow of the wind, deflection, it is follow the rule of Farrell's. So due to this, the deflection of ocean current also occurs. Okay? So you know that two things, variation, prevailing winds, three things, variation in temperature and rotation of the earth. Garret is the very conceptual thing, and the salinity and density. So we are going to discuss all the three things in a next video lecture. I want to end this session. Thank you so much.